Book Summary: The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. Key takeaway. 1. People take 3 different roads to wealth. But only one leads you there. 2. To be wealthy, you need to deliver a lot of value. 3. To deliver a lot of value, you need leverage. For a company is your leverage to millions. 5. A company that makes millions respects the 5 commandments known as NECST. Introduction. The Millionaire Fastlane is a book written by MJ DeMarco. It's a complete roadmap to becoming rich in 10 years or less. The author explains the 3 roads to wealth and details how only one road will make you wealthy enough to retire. I learned that a business that will make you enough money for the rest of your life rests on 5 principles called NECST. The Millionaire Fastlane is one of the 3 best business books of all time, along with Peter Thiel's 0 to 1 and Unscripted, by the same author. Part 1, Wealth in a Wheelchair, Get Rich Slow as Get Rich Old. Chapter 1, The Great Deception. Society's way of becoming rich is slow. Work a 9 to 5. Save 10%. Invest in the stock market. Get rich at 65. It's a losing game. If the journey takes 50 years of your life, is the journey worth it? No. You'll never make millions that will enable you to buy a mansion and a Ferrari anyway. TMF, The Millionaire Fastlane, is different. It's about getting rich young and retiring early. Chapter 2, How I Screwed Get Rich Slow. One day, the author saw a young guy driving a Lamborghini. He went to ask him what he did for a living. The guy answered, "I am an inventor." The author understood that getting rich young was possible. He tried different businesses. All failed until one of them got traction. Slowly, he made a couple of dollars, then dozens, then hundreds, then thousands, then millions. The author became a multimillionaire at 33 and sold his business for $8 million before retiring. Wealth doesn't happen linearly, but exponentially. Part 2, Wealth is not a road, but a road trip. Chapter 3, The Road Trip to Wealth. Getting rich is not about following a path. It's about organizing a trip. Millionaires become millionaires by orchestrating careful processes. Wealth creation is not an event. No one becomes a millionaire overnight, despite what the media may tell you. Behind every event stands a long and painful process, for example, learning how to code. Chapter 4, The Roadmaps to Wealth. Your current net worth is the product of your financial decisions coming from your choices which come from your beliefs. Change your beliefs. Change your choices. Change your life. There are only 3 financial roads people take. 1. The sidewalk. 2. The slow lane. 3. The fast lane. Each of these operates under a mathematical formula that determines the outcome. Part 3, The Sidewalk. Chapter 5, The Sidewalk. Sidewalkers don't have any financial plans. Broadly, they spend more than they earn for status, and eventually go bankrupt. Their wealth equation is wealth equals income plus debt. They live in the moment and only seek pleasures in life. Chapter 6, Has your wealth been toxified? Society has told you that wealth is a Ferrari inside a $50 million yacht. It's not. True wealth is a trinity: family, fitness, health, and freedom. True wealth is knowing you can buy anything, but that you don't have to. It's not driving a Mercedes on credits. Some want to look rich, some want to be rich. Which one are you? Chapter 7, Misuse money and money will misuse you. They tell you money doesn't buy happiness for 2 reasons. 1. Most often than not, people making a lot of money make it on an 80-hour work week. No freedom. 2. We were told that happiness is buying the latest iPhone. It's not. In both of these cases, you're not free. You're not happy. Money is happiness when it buys you the freedom to watch your kids grow up, pursue your craziest dreams, make a difference in the world. Sidewalkers aren't happy because they live a lifestyle of servitude. Work spend work spend. If you spend more as your income increases, you'll never break free. If you think about whether you can afford something or not, you can't. People buying stuff they can't afford succumb to the trap of instant gratification. Be happy now, and miserable later. Chapter 8, Lucky bastards play the game. Luck is created only if you expose yourself to it. You can't be lucky to sell your company if you don't go through the process of building it. Luck only happens if you play the game of luck. Get out there to create luck instead of playing World of Warcraft. Sidewalkers love events, but they hate the process. Sidewalkers think that luck is needed for wealth. Wealth is an event. Others can give wealth to me. You need to abandon these beliefs if you hope to become wealthy. Chapter 9. Wealth demands accountability. You need to take responsibility for creating your own wealth yourself. Give up the idea to give your money to someone so that they can multiply it for you, the stock market. Think for yourself and take responsibility. Stop being a victim. Most bad situations are consequences of our choices and actions. Most situations are our fault. Until we take responsibility for it, nothing will change. Part 4, Mediocrity, the Slow Lane Roadmap. Chapter 10, The Lie You've Been Sold, the Slow Lane. While the sidewalk sacrifices tomorrow for today, the slow lane sacrifices today for tomorrow. Sidewalkers consciously save every penny that they invest in the stock market and hope to retire rich at 65, if they live until then. The problem of the slow lane is that you rest on variables you do not control. Having a job. The stock market going up. Not dying before 65. Slow laners' path usually goes like this. Go to school. Get good grades. Graduate. Get a job. Work overtime. Save everything you make. Retire after 40 years. The financial equation of the slow lane is wealth equals job as primary income source plus stock market as wealth accelerator. Wealth equals intrinsic value plus compound interest. Intrinsic value equals hourly wage x hours worked equals yearly salary. The slow lane is insane. You sell your soul Monday to Friday to be free Saturday and Sunday. It is the equivalent of giving €5 and getting €2 in return. Slow laners exchange time for money, and at the end of their lives, are left with neither. Chapter 11, The Criminal Trade, Your Job. If you want to escape the slow lane, you need to give up your job. Jobs suck because you have limited leverage and limited control. 6 reasons why a sound financial plan can include a job. 1. Trading time is trading life. A job is selling your freedom, Monday through Friday, to get freedom, weekend, it's dumb. Your time is all you have in this world. You need more than 100 years of working a job to save $1 million today. You won't get rich with a 9 to 5. What you want is getting paid regardless of whether you are working or not. 2. Limitation of experience. If you become irrelevant in the market because a robot, or a Chinese, took your job, you are toast. 3. No control. You can't control the direction your company takes nor the willingness of your boss to keep you. 4. Linda's bad breath. Office politics are the same everywhere. To run the office, you have to be the boss. You have to own the company. 5. A subscription to pay yourself last. Pay yourself first is a slow lane doctrine, but with taxes and everything else, it's impossible. 6. A dictatorship on income. You are the one creating the value, but you don't decide how much you earn for it. Chapter 12, The Slow Lane, Why You Aren't Rich. You'll never get rich in the slow lane because it is rooted in uncontrollable limited leverage, ULL. To get rich, you need to attract vast sums of money. You need control and leverage. The problem is that you have neither with a job. Your salary equals hourly rate pay x hours worked. You only have 24 hours in a day. Time has no leverage. But what about the stock market? It's the same thing. The stock market, when it doesn't crash, grows by 7% a year. You won't get rich with 7% growth from savings from a salary. For compound interests to be effective, you need 3 things. 1 time, measured in years, not centuries. 2 yearly investment yield. 3 invested sum. Compound interest equals invested sum x, 1 plus yield, years. To become a millionaire, the stock market would need to yield 10% each year for 40 years. What you want isn't 10%. It's 10 million%. The slow lane is a plan of hope. Hope you won't get fired and that the stock market will not crash. You don't want hope. You want control. Chapter 13, The Futile Fight, Education. The only way slow laners think they can make their money is by raising their intrinsic value. So they go back to school. The problem with education is that it costs both time and money. The idea that in order to get rich, you need a degree, is a myth. The degree in fact commoditizes you and makes you like everybody else. It teaches you specific knowledge which decreases the size of the pool where you can get a job. Chapter 14, The Hypocrisy of the Gurus. The problem with the financial gurus is that they are victims of the paradox of practice. The paradox of practice is the idea that they didn't get rich by following what they preach, save $100 every week. They got rich by preaching and selling books about getting rich. You can't, and shouldn't, follow their advice. Look at what people do, not at what they say. Take financial advice from people that got rich other than by giving financial advice, the notion of skin in the game if you want to explore this principle further. Chapter 15, Slow Lane Victory, A Gamble of Hope. The slow lane is a dangerous path for 7 reasons. 1. The danger of your health. What if you die before 65, and become tragically unhealthy? 2. The danger of the job. To succeed, you must avoid layoffs, politics, firings, bad job markets, and replacements by AI or robots. 3. The danger of your home. Real estate markets are cyclical. You can't rely on the value of your home. 4. The danger of the company. If your pension, job, or stocks are invested in one company, you hope the company survives. 5. The danger of your lifestyle. You can't own the car you want to, Ferrari, nor live in the country you want to. 6. The danger of the economy. The slow lane hopes that the stock market yields 8% each year and that it doesn't crash. 7. The danger of the sidewalk. When your 100K invested in the stock market crashes to 40K after a crisis, a lot of people give up and become sidewalkers. The slow lane is slow and risky. The slow lane is predisposed to mediocrity because what everyone does is always mediocre. But then, why do we hear about slow lane millionaires? Inflation. 1 or 2 million is actually easy to get if you work for 40 years. But it doesn't make you rich at all. Today, you need at least $8 million. Part 5, Wealth, the Fastlane Roadmap. Chapter 16, Wealth Shortcut, the Fastlane. The Fastlane is a business and lifestyle strategy characterized by controllable unlimited leverage which creates an optimal environment for wealth creation. 1. Controllable unlimited leverage, CUL. Maximum control and maximum leverage. 2. Business. You own a business and control your income. 3. Lifestyle. The Fastlane is a lifestyle, a commitment to beliefs, processes, and actions. 4. Rapid wealth creation. The Fastlane enables you to create massive wealth in a short amount of time. It's not for everyone. But is it for you? The Fastlane mindset is made out of the following pillars. Debt, useful if you can make more money out of it. Time is the most important asset, far exceeding money. Education, the moment you stop learning, you die. Money is everywhere. The money you have equals the value you created for society. Primary income source, business system and investments. Primary wealth accelerator, creating assets, or buying and growing assets. Wealth perception, build business systems for cash flow and asset valuation. Wealth equation, wealth equals net profit plus asset value. Strategy, the more I help others, the richer I become in time, money, and personal fulfillment. Destination, lifetime passive income through business or investments. Responsibility % control, life is what I make out of it. Life perception, my dreams are worth pursuing no matter how outlandish, and I understand that it will take money to make some of those dreams real. If you want to see what real-life Fastlane stories look like, check this out. The main difference between the Fastlane and the 2 other lanes is that Fastlaners do not spend their time selling it at a job. The Fastlaner builds a system that after a couple of years will make him money regularly. If getting rich is the equivalent of going to China, the slow laner will walk there and hope to arrive within 1 year. The fast laner will spend the first month building a bike and will be in China 2 months later. Chapter 17, Switch Teams and Playbooks. Winning teams use winning playbooks. Forget your losing slow lane playbook and switch teams. That means, stop consuming and start producing. Don't buy on TV – sell on TV. Don't dig gold – sell shovels. Don't take a class – teach a class. Don't borrow money – lend it. Don't take a job – hire people. Shift your mindset from consumption to production. The best way to produce is with a business. Not a small business that enslaves you while giving you mediocre pay. A business that uses leverage to create massive wealth. Chapter 18, How the Rich Really Get Rich. The rich become rich because they have controllable unlimited leverage, CUL. Net profit equals, units sold, x, unit profit. For example, you have a website that sells leads. You make $4 per lead and sell 1,000 leads per day. 4K per day, 1,460,000 per year. Raise the price of the lead to 5 and suddenly, you make 1,825,000. Asset value equals, net profit, x, industry multiplier. Imagine your lead selling company makes now $4 million a year in profit, and you are in an industry with an 8x multiplier. 4 million x 8 is equal to 32 million. Become rich overnight through a liquidation event, when you sell your company and transform paper money into real money. Rich people use this equation and create immense wealth. If they want to get richer, all they need to do is to increase the number of units sold, or the profit on the unit. The sky is the limit plus you have control. If a slow laner wants to make more money, he needs to ask for a raise. No control plus no leverage. Millionaires are millionaires because they spend their time and money on building assets or buying them. These assets are appreciable and controllable, businesses, apartments, patents, stocks, etc., while slow laners buy depreciable assets, like cars. Fast laners have unlimited leverage. Slow laners have none. Chapter 19, Divorce Wealth from Time. When you have an asset that is making you money, you can be sick at home for 2 weeks and still earn an income. Your wealth is divorced from time. Not all businesses are like that. Businesses based on your special skills, franchises, and businesses that don't scale aren't Fastlane. They're jobs. There are 5 types of Fastlane money trees. 1. Rental systems, the most passive. Real estate, royalty payments from books, movies, patents, pictures, etc., are rental systems. 2. Computer/software systems, the second most passive system. Computers don't complain and run 24/7. The marginal cost of unit replication is near zero. For example, when the code is written, it's written. This is why the internet has made more millionaires in 10 years than there were in the previous century. 3. Content systems. Online, blogs, YouTube channels, courses on Udemy, ebooks, etc. Offline, it can be writing books. 4. Distribution systems. Distribution systems can be leveraged to sell a product you invent. For example, Amazon, the App Store, etc. Franchising your business is another distribution system. 5. Human resource systems. It's basically all other companies that need employees to grow. These are the least passive, most complicated, and most expensive businesses to run. But don't let that scare you. You can't do everything yourself, so you will likely have to hire employees at some point. Chapter 20, Recruit Your Army of Freedom Fighters. The best money tree that exists wasn't mentioned in the previous chapter. And it's money. Money pays you interest. There's nothing more passive than that. 3% interest on 12.5 million is $375K per year, or 1K per day. What can you do with 1K per day? Well, a lot. The problem with the money tree is that you need to become rich in order for it to work. Build an asset – make millions – sell it for millions – invest these millions – make money without doing anything. Every dollar you earn has the potential to make many more – money is your army. And this is where you see how compound interest should not be used to become rich, but to stay rich. The Fastlane uses the 5% stock market yield to generate thousands of millions. Chapter 21, The Real Law of Wealth. The law of attraction is great, but if you spend your time merely thinking, you'll never get rich. Replace the law of attraction with the law of effect ion. The more lives you affect and an entity you control, in scale and magnitude, the richer you will become. Impact million-make millions. If you are a receptionist, your value to society is low. You are not making any money. If you design software for hotel receptionists, your value to society is high. You are making a lot more money. The amount of money you have equals the value you delivered to society. Effect ion equals scale or magnitude, or both. To make money, you need to greatly impact a few people, build houses, or to impact a lot of people, cell phones. If you greatly impact a lot of people, you'll be a billionaire. Net profit equals units sold, scale, x unit profit, magnitude. The closer you get to the source of large numbers, the closer you will get to wealth. Think big to earn big. Part 6, Your Vehicle to Wealth, You. Chapter 22, Own Yourself First. You are responsible for making the journey. When you earn money from a job, the company owns you and you get paid last. You need to break from that and own yourself. Chapter 23, Life's Steering Wheel. What's the cause of poverty? It's not a lack of money is the consequence. The cause of poverty is poor choices. You are the sum of your choices and choices are the steering wheel of your life. Look at anyone who is poor and you will see a series of poor choices. Watching TV versus reading a book. Getting a credit card you can't afford vs saving money. Partying vs working on a side hustle. What is chosen today will impact you forever. Some tiny choices, driving drunk vs learning how to code, can further change your life forever, dying or going to jail vs starting a software company. Choose well, live well. Your choices are your life's steering wheel. Make the right choices time and again, and you will succeed. Chapter 24, Wipe Your Windshield Clean. You can choose your actions, and you can also choose your thoughts. Actions are determined by perceptions and beliefs. If you believe in an idea, you are likely to act in accordance with that belief. Making better choices is a matter of upgrading your perceptions and beliefs. You know which mindset you have by looking at the words you use. I think, maybe, I am unsure, I never, I can't, not my fault, etc. reek of lack of confidence. So, how do you upgrade your beliefs? Find the people that have what you have and look at the beliefs that they have. If you want extraordinary results, you are going to need extraordinary thinking. You are going to need to make better choices. Use these two tools to do so. 1. Worst Case Consequence Analysis, WCCA. 2. Weighted Average Decision Matrix, WADM. WCCA. The matrix asks you to answer 3 questions. 1. What is the worst case consequence of this choice? 2. What is the probability of this outcome? 3. Is this an acceptable risk? WADM. This tool is for big decisions when you have a range of options. It will simply assign a number of points to each option according to a range of factors. Let's take an example, staying in Belgium vs moving to Spain. Write all of the factors you use to make your decision. Assign each of them a score between 1 and 10. For example, safety in Belgium, 1, safety in Spain, 9. Then weigh each factor according to its importance. Safety gets a 10 because it is the most important to me. Finding a girlfriend gets a 2 because I can do that anywhere. Then multiply the grade by the importance factor. Belgium gets 10 and safety, Spain gets 90. So get your eyes off your past now, and focus on the road ahead. The universe doesn't care about your past. The only person that does is you. If the universe doesn't remember, why should you? It's not because you were called an idiot as a kid that it actually makes you so. Just because you have no skills doesn't mean you can't start learning and building a great company. Don't allow your past to determine your future. Chapter 25, Deodorize Flatulent Headwinds. Society will always try to prevent you from taking action to become successful. People will tell you you're dumb and that you can't do it because they themselves believe it is impossible, and proving them otherwise would hurt them. Who are these people? Friends and family. Institutions. The media. Slow lane gurus. Your environment. Extraordinary wealth demands extraordinary beliefs. Anyone that doesn't empower you, slows you down. This is why you should seek an ideal environment. If the depressed people you live with drag you down, go somewhere else. If the weather drags you down, go somewhere else. If your job drags you down and traps you, do something else. Chapter 26, Your Primordial Fuel, Time. People waiting hours in line for a free bucket of fried chicken value money more than time, which is dumb. Money is infinite, time isn't. At the end of the day, we all die. Your life will be made of two types of time, free time and indentured time. Free time is time when you can do whatever you want. Indentured time is the time you spend making money. Money buys free time. Attack everything that devours your time to maximize free time to work on your business. One of these is parasitic debt, which forces you to work a 9-to-5 to buy something you neither need nor can afford. Just stop. Time is king. Use it wisely. Chapter 27, Change that dirty oil. What you know today is not enough to get where you want to be tomorrow. You need to upgrade your knowledge and learn new stuff. When you constantly learn new knowledge and new skills, new roads and opportunities open. Fastlane education is education that aims at improving and growing your business. Slow lane education is education that aims at improving your skills as an employee. Today, most of the knowledge is online. Just consider YouTube, you can learn anything for free there. Find other education resources here. Your education doesn't end at the graduation ceremony. It starts. Chapter 28, Hit the Red Line. The red line is a rock-solid commitment. Fast-lane businesses aren't built in a day. Are you interested, or committed? Interested won't cut it. Interest reads a book - commitment applies it. Interest wants to start a business - commitment files the paperwork. Interest is quitting after the third failure - commitment is trying until success. How willing are you? Most people aren't. This separates the winners from the losers. Know that the sweat of success is failure. If you avoid failure, you will also avoid success. Failure is not a bad thing. It's what it takes to succeed. It's better to try and fail than to regret never trying. And in the fast lane, you only need to succeed once. While the fast lane is taking a risk, it's taking a good risk. There are two types of risks, smart risks, and moronic risks. Smart risks, launching a small company with €1,000, have limited downside and unlimited upside. You either lose the €1,000, or you make millions off it. Moronic risks, driving drunk, have unlimited downside and limited upside. You either go home and sleep in your bed in a best-case scenario, or kill someone, or yourself, and spend 25 years in jail in a worst-case scenario. So, what prevents people from committing to something? Excuses. Someday, or tomorrow, when? The economy gets better. The kids have grown up. I get a promotion. But the problem is that tomorrow never comes because there's no such thing as the perfect time to start. Opportunity doesn't care about timing. When it passes, you need to grab it, or it will be gone forever. The best time to start is now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. See you in EP2.